Yeah, man. I mean, look, we opened up Cantina in spring of 2007, and the vibe was, let's showcase what California was and could be. So similar premise to, say, the history of San Francisco, and this book, Drinking the Devil's Acre, is, okay, well, what spirits were historically significant? So I did a lot of brandies from California, and then Latin spirits, so pisco, tequila, mezcal, rums, and then spirits that were, interesting, so artisanal stuff from around the world, but mostly local stuff then. So all the stuff that's being made in California, and look, that's both modern and historic, meaning modern in the sense that it's the beginning of the craft spirits boom, right? But also historic in that, look, back in San Francisco in the 19th century, do you think we had whiskey from Kentucky and Tennessee before there was a railroad and there was just a Pony Express? No. Like, it wasn't coming here. Do you think the guys in Kentucky and Tennessee were getting whiskey out to the Atlantic or sitting it down the Mississippi just to get on a boat in New Orleans to come across the Panama Canal? Or before there was a Panama Canal, do you think it would go all the way around Patagonia, around the Horn? No, it wasn't happening. So any whiskey that we had back in the day was actually produced locally. Same thing, right? So that was my vision for it. I said, let's return this to sort of its holistic roots while also doing it with sort of a fresh perspective, because obviously mezcal and tequila is frankly a modern, late 20th century phenomenon in California. But yet, the guy that really championed tequila in California was someone who doesn't get credit for it. That's Trader Vic. Trader Vic loved tequila and talked a lot about it, had a lot of tequila recipes with it, right? He had his notoriety for rum, but and then he also built pisco. He's got tons and tons of pisco recipes and loved going down to Peru. And I thought, well, wait a second. So this has been happening for 60 years in this town. Well, let's call attention to that as well. So actually, there are traditions. So again, that's a San Francisco thing. Tequila and pisco going back to Vic in the 40s. That was important for me to start to tell those stories. And I learned that just by research. I learned it. I said, okay, you know what? I'm into this. And it's not just me. It's not just some stupid idea out of my head. I think I'm hot. I think I'm coming up with this cool concept. No. I want to look back and honor the great traditions of San Francisco. And so that's where it came from. Our commitment to fresh was strong. And also, at the time, any new cocktail bar that opened up, you had to have a password to get into and all that kind of nonsense. And I always thumbed my nose at that and said, look, I'm going to look like this. And just, I'm going to wear a T-shirt and, be better looking than the guy with the wax mustache and the suspenders. And, we might even charge less. And, while I am stirring your Negroni, you asshole, I'm going to have NWA, on the system, and I'm going to be dancing behind the bar. And we did that for years. And because it's okay to, to have a damn good time. And also, it doesn't mean that you can't make amazing cocktails. You can. So we never really took ourselves too seriously. And hope that the work was good and hope that people had a good time.